What is up, you beauties? My name is BatchatBegins, and welcome back to another update review. As we've seen in the previous updates, Wargaming has tended towards buffing lower tier tanks. They buffed a lot of those low tier tank destroyers recently, and they've been just kind of touching along the heavies and the light tanks, but they're going to go ahead and continue in that vein for update 7.6. The biggest buff that we're seeing is that the guns on the JagdPanzer IV, the Nashorn, and the JagdPanther are going to be getting a buff. The 88 centimeter gun, which is the top gun for the Nashorn and the JagdPanzer, are going to be getting a penetration buff, and that is the second to top gun for the JagdPanther. I would still recommend you run the 10.5 centimeter gun on the JagdPanther. I think that is much more effective, and you'll have an easier time playing that tank. But the biggest thing I think that is happening with those guns is that the JagdPanzer IV's reload is going to get nerfed. It's going up from 4 seconds to 5.3 seconds. And that's a huge nerf for the tank, considering the tank's really, the only upside of that tank was the DPM. But I think it desperately needed that nerf because it was busted OP. And that's the problem. The tank was too good for what it was. And now it's still going to have 2900 DPM, but I think that's decent. I think that's a step in the right direction. Other things that are coming in update 7.6, well, you're going to have free cam functionality in replays, and I think that is massive. That is going to be quite a good thing for YouTubers, and you're going to see much more cinematic footage, I think, over these next few updates. More things to look forward to in the next patch. Well, the TOG 2 is finally getting a buff after what feels like the entirety of the game being released. Its forward speed is being increased from about 14 kilometers per hour to 20 kilometers per hour. That is massive, absolutely massive. It's going to change the tank from this slow, lumbering vehicle that never could get to the battlefield before the fight was over into something that can actually get there and use its DPM and hit points to save its team. Its reverse speed is also being increased from 7 to 12 kilometers per hour, which is great. And that means that the engine power will be going up, so it is now 750 horsepower, and it was 660 horsepower. Another thing to look forward to in Tier 6, the ARL V39 is going to be getting a buff as well, but I don't think it's really too much. The armor is going to be about 75 to 80 millimeters of penetration, and the Commander's Cupola is going up to 120, and the biggest downside of the tank is the Commander's Cupola, and they've given it such little protection. It's a giant, massive weak spot, and it's almost the exact size of the tank on top of the tank. So I think they should just remove that thing and then move forward with the tank, because it would do a lot better in Tier 6 if it didn't have that giant weak spot on top. Some more buffs, this time in Tier 8, the 75mm gun and the 90mm gun for the AMX 1390. Both of them are getting reduced reload time. The 75 is getting 11-second reload, and the 90 is getting a 16-second reload, and both of their dispersions with the turret traverse have been reduced, which is fantastic. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of our update 7.6 review, and I will go ahead and keep you guys updated with what gets changed in update 7.6 as more information is released. Anyway guys, if you like this video, make sure to like and comment what you'd like to see next down below. All the relevant links will be down in the description. This is BatchatBegins, and I will see you guys in the next one.